What is going on, guys? Anger Collections in the house for another video. All right, so I know it's been a while since my last live streams, but you know what? We're gonna do today. Very important day. Uh Man, this is it, man. Numbers for Serialized card. As of now, this is the first sale of Serialized card. Chocobo. All right, so if you guys remember, this specific Serialized card asking price 200,000. Okay. One of you guys sent me a message that, yeah, $40,000 best offer. Now, we don't know if this is legit. We don't know if they actually got paid with this $40,000, but all we know that around that price is the price for this Chocobo, right? So 40,000, maybe 30, maybe $20,000. And think about it. This is not a sought after number. So think about the double 77, number 1, number 69. So it's gonna be around that price, right? So Chocobo, $40,000. Let's just say 30, right? Let's just say $30,000 for this Serialized card. So right now, I got my notes over here. So I'm not kidding with this video, man. We're definitely going in. We're going in this video. Final Fantasy collector box. As of right now, they're selling for $875 to $900. Basically $900 for a collector freaking Final Fantasy. $900. It was just released, what, Friday? Woo! Oh my God. Super Backer, what is going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Hey, how you been? It's been a while since I caught you on a live stream. Hope all is well. Oh yeah, man. Just staying busy right now with all the move and stuff. So yeah, if I can, I will do some live stream, bro. For sure. Yes, $900, bro. $900. So I'm gonna get back to all of you guys, right? Because I laid it out to everyone. Okay, look at this. Look at this notes right here. Everything is right here, and I want this video to be like, I don't know, like it's a good base for these Serialized cards moving forward. Okay, just wait, just listen. Okay, so $900 for Final Fantasy collector boxes. So in comparison, the closest thing, and a lot of people, a lot of content creators talking about this also, is going to be the Lord of the Rings. Okay, so going back to Lord of the Rings, current price right now, for Lord of the Rings base collector, the green boxes, right? So right now they're selling for $875 to $900, basically $900 for the base Lord of the Rings collector box. Okay, so Elven Ring, obviously there's no more 1-of-1 ring, right? So there's no more $2 million card, but there's still a lot of Serialized card in the set. There's also the Soul Ring that are out of 3,000, 7,000 and 9,000. But I looked up on eBay. I looked up the numbers. Okay, I wish I can put like some graph over here, but I already looked it up. You guys don't have to. So the Elven Ring, which is the most sought after, and it's out of 300. Listen, this is an out of 300 card. Okay, we'll talk more about this. So out of 300, a PSA 9. Okay, pretty much like comparable to a raw card. PSA 9 and a raw card, it's hovering about 6,000 to 8,000. You can look it up. I already did. You don't have to. So that's for the Serialized card. I saw it after, could go up more. Now for the non-Serialized card, Elven Ring, out of 3,000, It's going for around 1K. Okay, $1,000. And Lord of the Rings has been, like out for I think like a year, 2 years, 3 years. I can't remember, but it's been out. It's been out. So a PSA 10 Elven ring went for $14,000. Okay, Lord of the Ring base collector going for $875, $900. Elven serialized ring PSA 9 raw card 6 to 8,000. Okay, non-serialized soul ring Elven out of 3,000 going for 1K. PSA 10 14,000. Okay, graded PSA 10. Now, if you go talk about the dwarves and then the what is that? The humans. Obviously, it's gonna go lesser, right? So that is for the base Lord of the Rings prices. Now, for the Lord of the Rings special edition. Now, this is it, man. This is the number. Current price, Tcgplayer, $1,850. Okay, 1,850 right now. Okay, so obviously the most sought after card will be the One Ring out of 100. Listen, this is an out of 100 card. Okay, raw card, raw serialized One Ring out of 100 is going for $15,000 to $20,000. Okay, you can look it up on eBay. I already did. So this is a raw card, raw One Ring out of 100 serialized card, 15 to 20K. Now for a PSA 10, now it could go much higher. Okay, PSA 10 could go around $20,000 to $25,000. One Ring out of 100. Okay, PSA 10. Now on the following, the next under the One Ring is going to be the Sauron. Same thing, out of 100, raw card. That's the only thing I can find is the raw card, which is around 5,000. Now, PSA 9 probably will be the same thing. A PSA 10 could go probably 5, 7, or even 10,000, depending, right? So those are the top of the line out of the Lord of the Rings special edition. Now there's other cards as well. There's like the Surge foils. There's the other showcase cards. But the top 2 cards that I can find is the One Ring. Okay, we'll talk more about the other cards, right? So I wanna get to the other cards for both collector boxes. So the what you can get for the regular collector box for Lord of the Rings is obviously the One Ring, right? Non-foil One Ring is going for $60. And then the Orcish Bowmaster regular non-foil is around $25. Now there's Nazguls, there's like the foil versions and stuff like that. But those are for the regular price, for the regular collector box. Now for the showcase one, these are all non-serialized, right? So the One Ring showcase is around $498, a non-foil. And then for the One Ring scroll version, it's hovering around like $300, right? And then obviously you have the Nazguls, the Orcish Bowmasters, all that stuff, the Surge foils, right? So far, those are the highest, the top of the line of those boxes. Now, looking at the Final Fantasy cards, right? And just a reminder, these are non-serialized cards, and this is early. Just came out, literally just came out. Okay, so the neon inks currently selling, it depending on the color, but the neon inks chocobo is currently selling for, let's just say, $1,000, right? If you open a neon ink, whatever color it is, $1,000. It would average around 1,000, right? Now there's the cloud. What is this? The foil borderless, hovering around $600 plus or minus, and same thing with Sephiroth, right? Right now it's like $816. I don't know if that's correct, but it's both of them It's gonna be $600. Now, like I said, these prices so early, so early. So I don't know if this will stick. And a lot of people probably considering of not opening their collector boxes. Okay, so a lot of people, I still have my collector box that I'm still figuring out what to do, right? And the fact of the matter is, and this is the reason why I want to make this video today, because we have a value already for the Chocobo serialized card. The first one, the first serialized card that is like out there. For sure, there's probably, like rando that's like selling their Chocobo serialized for other people that we do not know. But this is the known one, right? Around 30 to 40K, right? Serialized card Chocobo. So now the differences now, because like I said, I wrote it down. The differences in all of them. Well, first off, what are the similarities on both Final Fantasy and Lord of the Rings, right? Obviously they're both collectible, right? And the IP very much high demand IP. Now you can argue like Final Fantasy is better, Lord of the Rings is better because it's much closer to Magic. You guys can like fight over that, but I think both of them are highly demand IP in Magic, right? So now the differences on both sets, okay, which is the variance, 100% the variance. Like the Chocobo serialized card, that's it. It's just a gold freaking bird, and out of 77, okay, yeah, that's it. It's just one serialized card versus multiple serialized card in both Lord of the Rings collector box. Okay, that's number one. And then obviously the out of 300 or 3,000 or 700 or 7,000 or 900 or 9,000, and then the on the special edition it's like out of 100 versus out of 77. Now I don't know which one's better. Some say, like, yeah, it's gonna be like out of 77 because there's lower, right? I mean, that's kind of like the given, but I'm just telling you guys the difference between the two, right? And then also, this is probably one of the biggest one too, is definitely the utility of the card. Now, I don't know how powerful this bird Chocobo is in like Commander, Modern, Standard. I have no idea. All I know is the other cards. I mean, come on. Soul Ring, heavily played in Commander. And then in the special edition, there's like the One Ring, the Sauron. There's like other commanders as well that are serialized. And then, the playability. That alone is like the big difference, right, between the two. Okay. And then obviously, last thing would be the rest of the cards, right? I don't play so much of Commander, Modern, Pioneer, and which are like the most sought after cards in these two sets. But all I know, and I sell cards a lot. And Orcish Bowmaster, you got Nazgul, you got the One Ring. Those are the sought after, right? And then in Final Fantasy, it could be half of it. It could be 25% of it. But it's too early to say that some of these prices will tank. Some prices will like skyrocket. I don't know yet. Like I said, it's too early to tell. Very early to tell. But the difference would be the rest of the cards in the set. So now that I laid out every single thing that I wrote here between the two, what this means with the Final Fantasy collector box moving forward. Okay, so that is the question. That's why you clicked on this video, because everyone is just holding in their collector box, trying to be Rudy, trying to be holding this, waiting for it to go to the moon. What I think, what will happen to the Final Fantasy collectors, right? Laying it out, all of the two. Now, I mean, you can argue there's probably another set that's comparable to Final Fantasy, but I think, and other people can agree as well, that Lord of the Rings would be the closest thing as far as like high demand IP for final, for against Final Fantasy, right? And judging with the the current sold items, cards, for Lord of the Rings, right? So I think now you guys can I mean, this is my opinion, right? Not financial advice or anything. Like you guys don't have to like follow me or anything, all of that stuff. But this is my opinion. I did all I mean I did all this right here. I did all the research right here. I was going to make a video showing all the graphs, all the pictures, all the current listing, all the sold items. But you know what? I think since I missed doing a live stream, I might as well just make a live stream. But what I think, what I think, what will happen to the collector boxes, right? In my opinion, I think the collector box can easily go in between these two prices of Lord of the Rings collector box. Now, so in between 900 and 1800, I think in between of those, let's just say to be safe, in the middle, probably around like 13 to 1500. Okay. And I don't think it's gonna pass 2000. Now I could be wrong. It could go to $3,000. But seeing how the Lord of the Rings showcase collector box is like doing right now, I think that is still a far better box to hold. My opinion, because even though it's not out of 77, it has lower serialized card. It has better cards and closer to Magic lore. So I think it's not gonna pass the 1800. But there's an argument. There's an argument that it can go to $2,000 collector box, right? It can easily go to $2,000 just because of the current what we saw. Like this card sold, the first serialized card sold, and like I said, I don't know if this guy got paid. I don't know if this is just like bamboozle and they just want to put a number right now for these serialized card. Who knows? But let's just say to be safe, first serialized card sold for $20,000, right? A non-sought after card, 20 grand. Let's just say, the most valuable number sold, like number 1, number 69, or number 77, or number 7, or even 77, right? Sold for 25, 30K. Let's just say 30K. 30K for the most sought after number. So just think about that, right? Think about the range, okay? Now we're gonna go back to Lord of the Rings special. The One Ring out of 100, very playable, right? Highly sought after. The One Ring, right? Serialized card, raw, not graded. Sold $15,000 to $20,000. Okay, the most sought after card in Lord of the Rings showcase out of 100, raw serialized card, 15 to 20K. A graded one, 20 to 25. And this is been in the market, 2 years. The box, some people gamble still with with these serialized card, the One Ring. But the box is $1,800. Okay. Now, Final Fantasy, way too early to tell. first price for the serialized card, $40,000. Let's just say, just to be safe. And we're gonna imagine this is a sought after card, 30K. 30K. So the range, the freaking range of the value of the box currently right now, which is, let's just say $900 for a collector box. $900. Let's just say 900, 950 out the door. And if you open one, you can get how much? How much you can get if you open one? 30K? 20K. You can get a $20,000 out of a $900 booster box. Come on, bro. Come on. I mean, just this alone, man. $1,800. And you can get an out of 101 ring serialized raw for $15,000, $20,000. So, in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna pass Lord of the Rings special, but obviously, it's gonna be way better than the regular Lord of the Rings, which is currently selling for $900 right now. So I think it can easily skyrocket, probably in the next month. It's gonna pass 1,000, like for sure. I think Rudy already mentioned this. It's gonna go to it's already $900, so it can easily go to $1,000. But I don't know, man. I think it's gonna settle around 1,300, 1,500. Now it's gonna stay there. If it reaches there, I think it's gonna stay there for a while, right? Until all of the cards already moved on. We're at Spider-Man set, we're at Airbender set. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what's going to happen. Now, like I said, this is my opinion. I'm probably just like bamboozling with all these numbers, like doing some random research, this is just, like I said, this is just me. You guys can figure it out. I'm just laying out all the numbers and what I think that the Final Fantasy, because everyone's doing the Rudy closet investing with these collector boxes. That's why it's really moving up. It's because everybody knows that if you open a collector box right now, you can win for a Neon Ink $1,000, but you can also like lose everything. Like the value of the cards is like currently high right now, but it's gonna start dipping. Yeah, it's gonna start dipping. So everyone is just like scared of like opening these collector boxes, So everyone's just holding. Everyone's doing the closet investing. I mean, I have one box, like, oh, now I'm like a freaking investor, like I have one box of collector box. I'm an investor in Magic. I have one box of collector. It's like PokeTubers, right? They're like talking about like these new Poke investors. They have one box of Destined Rival, and they're like, I'm a new investor of these Pokemon. Yeah. So same thing with Magic, man. They're like holding these boxes. Oh man, it's just so funny how some of these videos, man. It's just funny, man. Like all these scalpers, like all of a sudden there's these new investors of like these TCG just because like they have all this prismatic evolution. It's gonna go to like $1,000. Yeah, I'm a new investor. Oh man, it's so funny, man. All right, let's go say hi to a lot of people. Oh my god, I missed a lot of you guys already. Appreciate you guys hanging out today, man. I know it's Wednesday. I know you're probably busy, but this is great news. We have a value for the very first serialized card, Bird. So yeah. If I were to spend $900, would you say go one of the of the two Lord of the Rings or Final Fantasy? I think if you were to spend $900, I think right now I would still go for the Final Fantasy. I mean, if you're just $900, right? I would still go for the Final Fantasy, honestly. Yeah. Go one of the two Lord of the Rings. because $900 is for the regular Lord of the Rings. But like 1850 is kind of too steep already for the showcase. Like everyone missed the boat on that one, honestly. Even like LGS store. But if I will spend $900, like $900, like you found it in the ground, $900, I would still go for the Final Fantasy. You know, like if that's like just hey $900 for free, I would still go for the Final Fantasy for sure. Let's see. DJ, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Oh man, you guys are awesome, man. Just staying. Riot Shield, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. I am not a fan of Final Fantasy, so I skipped this. Oh, hey, Riot, man. It's all good, man. I mean, you're not missing out because this thing is so expensive and so scalped. Even at the Walmart, Target, GameStop, Best Buy, yeah, it's crazy. You're not missing out, man. You're not missing out 100%. The market might not come down till July. I think you're probably right, DJ. I think the market might. Yeah, this thing is insane, man. More people will be gambling for the Serialized card now that they know that if I buy a $900, I can open a $30,000 card. So, like I said, the range is so much, man. So much. The collector box can easily just go. I think, you know what? It can easily go to $1,500 tomorrow. And people will still buy the Final Fantasy to gamble for a $20,000, $30,000 card. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that, man. Next major wave is end of June for most on play boxes. So regular single sell, the collector surges might surge. Oh, yeah. I mean, the play boxes, the regular bundles, which is very, very, very misleading. I did a search this morning. Very misleading, man. So it pretty much skyrocketed to like 130, and now it's like less than 100. So it's crazy. So it's man, that bundle box was definitely not a joke, man. It's crazy. Super fast. What is going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Hello. All right. Let's see. Ran Matendo 77. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. It will go to 2,000 in the next 2 years. Hey, you could be right. You could be right about that, man. Because even though these two IPs are very high demand, highly sought after with their fan base, Final Fantasy could easily trump Lord of the Rings showcase. So who knows, man? Who knows? But I think just think about that range of the value of these Serialized cards. Now, the Chocobo Serialized card can easily go down too. Like the demand for them could go down. So the price could go down if no one can, really pay like 10 grand, 15 grand for a Serialized card, So it could also go down. And we're not even like talking about the supply for these collector boxes. Let's just say that they're the same as Lord of the Rings. So I think the fact that Final Fantasy, there's only one collector, but even then, they could print another one, a showcase Final Fantasy, or even like a separate like Secret Lair, which they did already. So who knows, man? Who knows? You don't understand the popularity of Final Fantasy. There are people buying just to collect, not to play. Oh, I 100% understand. Like I said, I think both of these IP is definitely high demand, highly sought after. But Lord of the Rings, very, very close to Magic. I know Final Fantasy is not like quite their Magic lore, but still, like, the fan base, I understand that, like, people just buy to collect. I mean, my friend doesn't know how to play Magic, doesn't, like, nothing, but he bought a freaking collector commander decks, man. Yeah, he bought four of them. Crazy. So yeah, I understand the fan base of Final Fantasy is huge. It's massive. Let's see. Uh, Daniel Shelly, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. MSB Woot Woot. Prepping for MagicCon. Oh man, I could have planned too, man. But this whole move thing. I know some of you guys know, man. Yeah, it's a lot. So hopefully next year. If I pull one, I'm trading for dual and money. Oh, you know what? If I pull one of the Serialized right off the bat, man, I'm not even like, I would just sell that in an instant. And honestly, I'm just gonna dump it to the business right away. Buying collections. I'm not gonna buy like some rando like sealed product. Like do the whole collecting, investing, booster boxes. I'll just go straight, start buying collections. Maybe go to like MagicCon or any convention, start buying singles, man. You know, that's the name of the game, bro. For some of you guys know, I sell Tcgplayer full time, eBay full time. So to all the new listeners of here, the future of Magic is pretty good from the looks of it. Yeah, I mean, this Final Fantasy definitely shows that. Yeah, I mean, people love Universes and Beyond, and you know, I mean, just to say, a lot of people like Universe and Beyond. It's like also a lot of people leaving Magic because of it. I don't know the percentage of like people leaving and people like coming in because of Universe and Beyond, but I know for a fact that I bought some collections. The reason why they're leaving is because of the fact that they're kind of like mixed feelings with these different variants, different IPs, like coming into Magic. So but still, it's the future. I think Magic with the whole Commander thing and with the whole Universe and Beyond, I think it's definitely looking great, man. Definitely looking great. Anthony, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. I actually had Flipside honor a pre-order for 545. If I actually love Final Fantasy and want a lot of cards, torn between open or sell for top singles, I want. Okay, not sure which gets me better value at this point. That's good that they honor Flipside Gaming for 545. I got mine for 455. That's insane, right? That's insane. 455 for a collector. Holy shit, man. But that's good. 545. That's awesome, man. I would say, I mean, I would say sell it and use that money to buy the singles after they settle, for the price, right? Because right now, somewhat inflated, especially the ones that are highly sought after. So I would sell whatever, how much you're comfortable. 1,000. If it goes to like 1,500, you can sell the box and use that money to buy the singles from the set, so that you're not torn if you're gonna open it. You didn't get anything, but it's a gamble. If you're gonna gamble it for the Serialized card or even a Neon Ink, go for it. But I think for me, just to be safe, I would just like sell it and then use that money to buy singles that you need. That's just me though. That's just me. Logan C, what is going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Hello, I'm new to Magic in general and wanting to go from arena to paper. Is this a bad time to buy paper? Now I want to make a video too on as far as like playing Magic, because of the value of the cards, right? I think what you're gonna be feeling different, Logan, with playing arena and then playing in person, Obviously, you're gonna pay for the cards, right? The value of the cards, the value of the deck. If you want to be like competitive, you're gonna pay up on some of the singles, and obviously the interaction. Uh, you gotta drive, you gotta find FNMs, tournaments and stuff like that. It's gonna be really different. Um, whether in arena, very convenient, you can play it like anywhere, anytime. But yeah, in paper, you got to buy the cards. You got to go to a store, play the tournament, talk to people. It's kind of like the how it's supposed to be, right? How it's supposed to be, which I definitely miss. It's gonna feel different. It's not a bad time to buy paper because I think with all the reprints, with all the a lot of base cards in Magic. I think it's not nothing like before, where it's like a modern deck costs like freaking $5,000. I even a standard deck costs like 1,000, 1,200. It's crazy. I don't think it's like the same right now. So yeah, I mean, I think it's the best time to buy singles. I mean, unless you want to go like bling out your deck, with like all the foils and all the serialized card, right? It's up to you. But yeah, I think it's like the best time to buy paper and play Magic. Chad, aka Coldest One. Okay, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. What do you think about the black Chocobo? 2 days ago, someone bought every black one for less than 4,000. Wow. Okay. 3 of eBay and 5 of Tcgplayer. Wow. Okay. Well, um, that's the thing is like they probably want to corner the Chocobo Neon Ink black Chocobo market, right? And I mean, I think it's probably they want to collect all of it, but at the same time, I don't think it's gonna move the needle buying like how many they bought, like a lot of it, right? There's so like 8, 3 off eBay and then 5 of Tcgplayer. I don't think it's gonna move the needle. I think on average all of the neon inks will land around 1,000, 1,200 range. But that's crazy though. They really really like the black chocobo. Wow. Okay. Oh my god. I think the red one's probably the most valuable one. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. All right. Oh man. You can buy older sets. Yeah, you can buy older sets for sure. Oh man, that are way cheaper. Okay. I love Magic, but the game got too expensive, complex. But I still like collecting the cards. My son and I just play Pokemon now since the deck are $60 to build top ones in standard. Oh wow, that actually not bad for a standard deck. I mean, I guess that's Pokemon, right? $60. I want to make a video of like the formats that are really really fun and really cheap to build. In my opinion, definitely not modern. But yeah, I want to make a video of it, man, because I think even though these are like the not highly, I mean, Popper is like really good. I mean, like I'm just saying, but I'll do a video about it for sure. They're not like expensive, but they're also fun as well. Are the older decks still on par with the power level of the newer decks? I know this might be a silly dumb question. I know there are a lot of reprints. Um, I think it depends on what kind of older decks. My absolute favorite format that less people are talking about. Maybe it's getting a little traction right now. You guys can look it up. Definitely pre-modern. I love pre-modern, man, because my absolute favorite deck is right there, the Blue Green Madness. So yeah, pre-modern, man, go check it out. Less than $100 for that deck, and that deck is like so competitive. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, between pre-modern, Popper, and then kind of like Pauper Commander, Budget Commander. I love those kind of decks, man, because it's not breaking your bank. You can be competitive. It's, I don't know, like spending a lot of money in like commander deck, right, to bling it out. There's nothing wrong with that, but man, like, if especially if you're playing in a convention, that can get like stolen or something, so I don't know. I just like the budget right now, man, to where you can just buy everything for like less than $100 and you got a great deck, and it's your customized too. It's not like you're net decking for them. So, yeah. As far as Universe Beyond, I love the Tarkir set so much more than okay, but because it looks and feels like old school Magic. Oh, 100%, man. 100%. Anything that feels the old Magic, for sure. I mean, even me. I'm like an old school player, man. Oh, that's another format too. 93, 94 format. I know it gets super expensive with the duels and Power 9, but you can play a mono black or like a Erna McGidden. Definitely, you can get a competitive 93, 94 deck without any of those. So yeah. See, and he said from the last 2-3 years, you might find some bargains compared to Final Fantasy prices. Yeah, and it's too early, man. It's too early. Final Fantasy prices right now are way too early. A lot of people are still like receiving their orders. You know, if they're lucky, they get, some of them are like getting canceled, right? Daniel, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. It is a bad time to be spending money on cards that are constantly losing value. Yeah, I mean, on the new cards, especially the new set, you should probably save uh, money when the price and the set settles. That's when you time to buy those singles. But right now, definitely not a good way on spending that money on these high valued prices, man. Stick with Arena, save your money for actual investments that give you a return. I mean, if he wants to play in person, which is, in my opinion, the best way to play Magic, I mean, he can spend a couple, for a deck that is like less than 100, whether you play Popper or play Standard or, I don't know, even like Budget Commander. I think everyone is missing out if they just stick with playing Arena and Magic Online. The best way to play Magic literally is in person. That's just my opinion. I'm an old school player. I could be biased, but that's the best way, because I don't know, like the feeling of like you're just sitting on the computer. Like, yeah, the convenience is there, but man, the interaction, meeting friends, trading. If trading is like still viable right now, it's crazy. But that's just me though. Uh, let's see. I'm trying to catch up over here. I agree on Tarkir. Just thinks it shot up in price after release and was tough to find where I'm at. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, collector boxes, man. It's crazy. Standard or Commander. Oh, Marcus Betts, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. I'm so pissed. I wanted the number 41 Chocobo, but for 10K, not 40K. I know, right? I think I think the demand will probably die down for sure for these serialized Chocobo. So I don't know. I could be wrong. The highly sought after number ones too. But it would have matched my 41 One Ring. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Does this matter? What's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. What do you think about Japanese collector boxes? Uh, I was a big fan for like Japanese cards, right? When War of the Spark came out, those Japanese planeswalkers. But as a currently as a seller now, it's so hard for them to move. Yes, the demand is somewhat there, but it's nothing like as liquid as English counterpart, right? And that's the reason why the English is selling more than the Japanese versions. So um, I don't know. Um, for sure, the value will be there, but the demand is not going to be as high as the English counterpart. JB Box is not worth it unless you want all the cards in Japanese. Yeah, there is zero serialized cards in JP Box. Oh, never mind. I did not know that there are zero serialized cards. Well, that significantly like lowered the value and demand for those boxes for sure. 100%. I did not know that. Wow. But it's a lot cheaper by like 30%. Yeah, well, like DJ said, if you want your cards to be in Japanese and you can get it cheaper, yeah, go for it, man. Go for it. Uh, Go look at black chocobos. There are 40 to 50 of every color and only 4 black ones. I mean, as far as rarity of neon inks, like there could be a lower kind of like the one ring, right? There's like the elven ring, there's the um dwarves, and then there's the humans, right? So there could be a variance of like how much they print, but I mean it's kind of like a given. If the black one has like less print, then obviously those are going to be like more valuable, right? So it could be a target of a buyout for those ones. So yeah, I mean they just want to control the market, that's all. uh Man, just trying to catch up on all of you guys, man. Uh, Japanese War was unique, though. Yep, there is nothing unique in Japanese collector boxes. Actually, less value overall without the serial chance. Yeah, I mean, especially right now, if you're trying to play with other players as well, it's much easier for your opponents to understand what the hell is like Cloud is doing, right? Some already know, but most of the time they don't understand Japanese, and they don't know all of the cards in in Final Fantasy. You know, functionally, statistically, there are no serials in either box. Astronomical odds versus zero in the sum. Oh. The black chocobo in the game is only second to the gold. Oh, okay. It would make sense that it's the most rare behind it if they base print numbers on game tiers. Oh, okay. Wow. So they even like kind of serialized print, the neon inks. So I guess I'm wrong with all the neon inks being like $1,000, but if that's the case, then you could just let go like black, red, blue, yellow, or something like that. But I think in the range, with value goes, I think it's very comparable to the Lord of the Rings, the other showcase, the other prints, right, in the set. So yeah, it's good to know, man. So that's really it for today, man. I just want to like lay it out and talk about this big news that the first serialized card sold for 40K. Let's just say 30K, right? Because we don't know. Who knows what offer he accepted, or like if this is even like a if he even got paid for this serialized card. But 30 or 40K first serialized card, and it's a good base to know what will the Final Fantasy collector box will go for. It's almost like a game. I know Rudy is saying, like, if you say guarantee, it's kind of like you're not allowed to say guarantee, right? In the whole finance TCG world, right? But pretty much it's gonna go guarantee. Final Fantasy is guaranteed gonna go $1,000, over $1,000. We just don't know how much, like over 1,000, and who knows? It could easily go to 2,000 too. You know, so So that's just me though. I mean, if you want to play with your phone the whole game to translate, if not for you, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Traveling Chocobo borderless Japanese exclusive. Players. So does the Japanese collector boxes only have one type, where the English has yellow, pink, green, etc. Oh, okay. Now this is like all new to me, man. Like I don't pay attention with like every single detail like that comes out, right? But if I have to do research on like these, I'm gonna have to like look it up on the Japanese side because I have zero idea, in the Japanese world, right? Because for me, I stopped buying foreign cards. It's just, I don't know, slower seller, and the yeah, it's just gonna sit on my inventory, honestly. Even though like it's like a very expensive card, I mean it's gonna sit, man. It's gonna sit. Even foil cards. So I stay away with those. So this has been a very it's a good live stream. It's been a while. It's been a while. So I really missed it talking to you guys. So I'm gonna try, but right now we're still in the process of moving. So when everything's good, then we'll do more of it for sure. Oh. Da, 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 da. No, it was 40K confirmed by 130 point, but transactions could still get canceled. Okay, so 40K. So just think about, like I said, the range, $900 box, and you can get a $40,000 card. It's a no-brainer. I mean, people spend more money than that. So tomorrow, the box can go easily for 1,500, and people will still buy just to gamble for a $40,000 card, man. So, yeah. So I think more people will like probably buy collector boxes right now. Oh man. I'm not 100%, but I thought you could get the Japanese black chocobo in the English collectors too. I did not know that, man. I was more thinking to collect the Japanese cards. I don't like to play with other languages either, just because I feel like they could be undervalued. Okay, well, I mean, if you're trying to collect Japanese cards, go for it, man. I did collect a lot of those Strixhaven Japanese art because of the art, right? So I just collect them. So, yeah, whatever you like to do with your collection, man, go for it. No one's stopping you, man. And it's a lot cheaper than the English for sure. Austin, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Where do you sell Tcgplayer locally? I sell everywhere. I sell Tcgplayer full time for basically 4 years, and then recently I just added eBay for some random stuff. Like especially Pokemon slabs. So that's basically the top two, and I may go back selling on Facebook because I'm gonna shut down my Tcgplayer for the meantime because we're moving, right. So that's the plan. And welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Great live stream. Have a good one. Hey, man, appreciate you hanging out, man. Appreciate. I sell locally too, Austin. Let's see. I like reading my cards. Oh yeah. Even at 40K, the serial only adds about $1 in EV because it's so unlikely. Yeah. No advantage, JP, just cheaper and for reason. Yeah, we show like, yep. Same. All right, guys. So really, really, really interesting live stream today. For all the old timers, old subscribers, I appreciate you guys commenting, liking the videos, being on the live stream, chatting. I appreciate you guys. Still growing the channel. And to all the new ones, wow, welcome. welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the videos. I know, I'm missing a lot lately because of the move, but I promise you guys, I'm gonna go back in the habit of like live streaming daily again, making videos daily. So we're gonna get back to that, man. So yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna end with that. I'm actually waiting, and man, I'm waiting for the U-Haul box, man. I rented a U-Haul box, so I'm gonna work on that, man. So really, really appreciate you guys hanging out today. Ron Matendo, I'm about to travel to Germany in a couple of weeks, going to see if I can find some collector box there. Oh man, there you go. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys, for today. Really appreciate, like I said, old subscribers, new subscribers. Appreciate all the views, like, comments. I read all of them. I comment on everything. So yeah, appreciate you guys. And that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video. And with that, anger out, boys. Peace.